Welcome to Vintage Cars and Machines, where we bring you the real stories behind the greatest old cars and machines that shaped our world, and sometimes the ones that didn't quite work out the way anyone planned. Today we're looking at one of the most curious and short-lived experiments in 1970s automotive history, the 1971 General Motors forced air ventilation system, also known in the ads as Astro ventilation. Let's set the scene. By the late 1960s, American cars were getting bigger, more comfortable, and more airtight. The old flip-out vent windows were gone for a cleaner look, but people still smoked a lot. Families wanted fresh air inside the cabin without opening the windows and letting in dust, rain, or highway noise. Most manufacturers had simple exhaust vents, like the louvers Ford put on the rear quarter panels of earlier models. They worked okay, but GM decided to take things to a whole new level in 1971. That year, across their entire full-size lineup, Impalas, Caprices, Buicks, Oldsmobiles, Cadillacs, station wagons, and even the little Chevrolet Vega, GM rolled out what they called forced air ventilation. The idea was brilliant on paper. Fresh air came in through the cowl at the base of the windshield, flowed smoothly through the passenger compartment, and was actively pushed out the back through special louvers in the trunk lid. A small blower fan ran continuously on low speed as soon as you turned the key on, even if the heater or air conditioning was turned completely off. It truly forced the air through the car in a straight line instead of letting it swirl around. GM was so proud of this system that they made some unforgettable TV commercials. In one famous Impala ad, an announcer actually set off an orange smoke bomb inside the car, closed the doors and windows, and let the system do its job. The smoke cleared out through the trunk louvers in seconds, proving how well the fresh air flowed. They called it a class-exclusive feature and bragged that no other car in their price range could do it. Early 1971 cars even had extra dense louvers on the trunk, more holes for better airflow. Later in the year, they reduced the number after owners reported a serious problem. Engine exhaust fumes were being sucked back into the cabin. Not exactly what you want when you're driving with the family. But the bigger headaches showed up in the real world. In cold winter states, if you drove through a car wash, water would get trapped between the inner and outer trunk panels and freeze solid, locking the trunk shut until it thawed. Even worse, the system created hidden rust nightmares. Water from car washes, rain, and especially road salt in the Midwest would collect in the trunk area and behind the vinyl roofs. That moisture rotted out the package shelf, the rear floor pans, and sometimes even the quarter panels from the inside out. Many of these beautiful 1971 full-size GM cars, still sitting in garages today, have rust exactly because of those trunk louvers and the vinyl roof design. The system lasted exactly one model year. By 1972, GM quietly redesigned it. They moved the exhaust vents to the door lock pillars, a much simpler, safer design that's still used on many cars today. The dramatic trunk louvers were gone forever. Looking back, it's easy to smile at the bold idea. Those big chrome or painted louvers still give a 1971 Impala or Caprice a unique, almost mid-engine exotic character when you see one at a car show. They spark great conversations. Wait, why does the trunk have vents? Owners of these cars know to always check the trunk lid and rear window corners for hidden rust before buying. The 1971 forced air ventilation system is a perfect example of that classic American spirit: big thinking, big ambition, and sometimes a lesson learned the hard way. It didn't last, but it left its mark on one unforgettable year of GM history. Thanks for watching this episode of Vintage Cars and Machines. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most infamous "What were they thinking" features of the 1970s, hit the like button and leave a comment below. Tell us, What's the strangest or worst car feature you've ever come across on a vintage machine?